Don't worry, it's just hair dye. Semi-permanent hair color, not tested on animals. Organic formula. Red right hand. That's an odd name. It says, okay, I thought it was about to say empty entire bottle into your hair. I've obviously never dyed my hair. I have no idea how it would work.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
I think there's a little more to this story than Sam's letting on. But we'll just continue along anyways. And we have some more stuff around here to figure out. That's not ominous. Hold on. Let me fix this. Alright. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. Sam. Don't go into the attic. Won't be needing the room anymore. Very ominous. Also, I sort of wish you could just move that note out from under the door, but you can't. It's stuck. No, the lights are on. It's just dark in here. I mean, it's not that much trouble to fix up this room. All you'd really need is to move these two boxes on top of there. There's plenty of room. And then get a spare set of bed sheets out wherever they would be in. Throw them on here. It's not that difficult. Hey, Sam, you're asking about what my JROTC. By the way, I'm saying it that way. I've also heard JROTC, but like vocalizing it out loud, but I just prefer saying it. I just prefer each of the little letters because I have a friend who is in regular ROTC, and the way she said, and the way both of them say it, as a matter of fact, is ROTC. So I'm just adding the J on there because it's what's natural to me. JROTC ribbons mean, here's a handy guide. Orienteering. This means the Army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team. The Army has branded me a certified killing machine. Adventure training. I am a born adventurous, and no borders can hold me. The Army recognizes this. So if you didn't think I was cool before, now you do. Lonnie D. She had some... Oh, obviously because she already had the pencils out for that, or crayons, whatever. Composition book. Samantha Greenbrier Ghost Hunter Journal. Ooh, spicy. Sightings Journal. August 31st, 1994. 1 in the morning. What are you doing up that late? A tall shadow in the upstairs hall. When I rounded the corner, no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing my glasses. She needs glasses? We haven't seen that in any of the pictures, but whatever. She probably has contacts. Because, like, I have contacts too. I'm wearing them right now, in fact. September 3rd, 1994. Again, 1 in the morning. Sam, what are you doing? One of these is definitely a school day. There's no way around that. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. I said, hello? I did not investigate. Probably was the furnace. September 9th, 1994. 4 in the afternoon, that's a bit better. Poured milk from carton and fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Milk was just bought yesterday. Also ghost milk. I have also heard that they can spoil food, but like, milk can also just like sour on its own. They can be wrong about the expiration date. Then again, you're up north, so things spoil. Not things. Generally, the farther up north you, at least in the northern hemisphere, the colder climate you are, at least I've heard, the colder climate you're in, the longer it takes stuff to spoil naturally because the air around it is just colder and probably less humid. Whereas I live in the south, where it is very hot and very humid for most of the year, meaning stuff spoils very quickly. October 9th, 1994. Almost midnight. Get to bed, girl. Oh, you're with a friend. That makes sense. You can stay up until the late hours of the night, then. Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly begin to feel cold. We built a protective pillow fort. Now, here's a little incongruity that I've noticed. They say this. I think it's implied that the pillow fort down there is the same pillow fort that's still standing. I doubt they would not have fixed that, nor would it have collapsed within, what, 9 months or 7 months? This is October to, yeah, 8 months. 8 months. There's no way that pillow fort stood for 10 months. Or 8 months, rather. But I guess they could have rebuilt it, but I think that it's implied that it's the same thing. Lonnie and I employ a Ouija board as a medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. 10 p.m. Oh. Enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remain unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in the attic. Possibly leaky roof. Probably that, honestly. Sample taken, just in case. Due to leaky roof. Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, a successful night. That's just a fun thing. I know they're a little old to be doing some of this stuff, like, I don't know, just hanging out with friends in general when you're a teenager is just staying up late into the night doing whatever. It's just an interesting time. They also have all of Katie's boxes in here. This is where they stored everything, so it makes sense. So I think that's all in that room. We'll just continue along into this big ol' room with an easel. Oh no. Heavens to Betsy, nothing can stop me. Nope. Right there. See, this is what I'm talking about the sensitive mouse. I barely even moved it. My normal mouse sensitivity, like base mouse sensitivity, is fine. I have no problem controlling it on other games or programs for that matter. But we'll go ahead and play this so you can listen to it.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Tell what? So this is... I'm shouting because I can barely hear this, so I'm going to turn it down and just assume I turn it down in post. So this is the evaluation for this Mr. Rich, it seems like. Yeah, Richard Patermack. Also a 2-month period, dang. Obviously he was a very skilled person. Ranger Patermack has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn of preparation and execution. I believe his expertise and dedication have been the deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of the Flintlock Forest staff, Rick's contribution to daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. To this end, I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. Maybe she took up old Carol's advice. We'll just have to see. Also, another thing I noticed that's a little unrealistic is the fact that Sam can't just leave. They're just not going to leave paper around the house, like, on the floor for the whole year. Like, seriously. The trash will be picked up sometime between then, especially by Mom. It sounds like Mom's pretty busy, considering she only cooks, like, once every now and then. Also, she has a very long commute, whereas Terrence is the one that stays at home, and we know that Terrence is a little messy. But, just in general, it seems like at some point one of them would just be like, hey, I'm going to pick up this piece of paper on the ground and throw it away. Or at least throw it into the wastebasket. Healthy choices. Skills for healthy life. It has no useful information. Ooh, a folder. Lonnie. Holy crap, I was in the library and I noticed something in the corner. And I found a secret passage and it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. Oh my god, I have to go to see this. We're skipping 6. Their dad's home. Can you really, like, skip like that? Because, like, he's a stay-at-home. I'm assuming he's stay-at-home. He writes reviews and writes books. It's not like he... Unless there's a coffee shop that he just adores. So this is upstairs. There's a little something in the closet, this tells us. Found a secret passage and it had in the library, so keep that in mind. Secret passage is marked on map. Press 2 or M to review. Yeah, there's also shortcut keys. So now it's marked. Also, these are actually marked. So libraries, dad office, TV room, music room. That's where that record was. Front porch, foyer, Sam's room, mom and dad's bedroom, guest room, sitting room, which is what that is. You know you're rich when you have a sitting room. Then again, they aren't necessarily rich. They just inherited a wealthy person's house. And a sewing room. This is the sewing room. What's in here? Captain Allegra and the first mate. Your costume, my costume. L. Oh, costumes for the concert. It was like a costume party, so that makes a bit of sense. Interesting. So apparently Sam's shown, or at least told Lonnie about those stories she wrote. Maybe Lonnie also had an influence on those stories, who knows? Also, I could have sworn there was something else here. Like... grab lid. What's this? Pamphlet. Oh! Oh my! He savaged her from the raging flames, and then things really heated up. Opal Lerol is one of the most distinctive writers in our genre. A tour de force, Wildfire is a uniquely beautiful display of Lerol's talent. I think that's sort of a similar situation to when you find 50 Shades of Grey on your mom's nightstand. Now, I could have sworn this, because I could be mistaken, but I think this is a sewing machine here, and I could have sworn I remember it opening up. But maybe that's in another mode, so I'm just going to ignore it for now. And continue back along. Sam's dark room. Do not enter if red lights are on. Well, let's try and enter. Of course it is. Well, we found out about that secret passage, so let's see what's going on. Open panel. Ghost Hunters. Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigation log. Hidden compartments found. 3. library, upstairs hall, and foyer. So there's one right there. There's one in the library in that back corner near the radiator. There's one right outside front of the door in Sam's room, and there's one like right before the door to the foyer. Evidence of the supernatural is discovered. 0. The search continues. Oh, good, they're marked on the map. Lots of old, like, catalog pictures around here. Very odd. Let's just leave. Ooh, what is this, actually? Oh, the whole light blue. So let's see if we can translate. Oh, is that just the same thing? Did I just walk in a circle? I think I walked in a circle. I think I've... The problem is I threw that crucifix. I want the crucifix. It'll help. Open panel. There we go. That'll help get some light in here. It'll help me avoid the demons that are haunting this place. Then again, that's probably why the demons burst that light. There we go, the crucifix. So I want to show this off, but once you pull up the crucifix, that light instantly blows in there. For God so loved the world that he gave he gave his only son. A little messed up. It's supposed to be that he gave, and also this isn't a crucifix, it's a cross because Jesus isn't on it, and if there's an icon of Jesus on it, then it's a crucifix. Right now this is just a regular cross, and especially since that seems to be a King James translation combined with the cross. Also, he was buried in a Methodist church. It seems like that would be his religion. This does seem to be homemade though, so there's that. He meaning Oscar. And I don't think Methodists use crucifixes all that often. Generally, the farther away from Catholicism you get, the more people tend to dislike and disassociate from crucifixes and just prefer general cross icons. Icons might not be the best word, because that also has a religious sense, but anyway. Here's the secret panel. I really don't like that poster, but... Special guest Maidenhead. Stygia.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous? After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
So here's another loose panel. Private, do not read. Heaven at the Edge of the World. The Green Glacier Part 2. This was 92, so she was in 9th grade at the time. Also, I was wrong. She is in 11th grade. She's not a senior. Lonnie is a senior, as we found out. Allegra and her scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest's branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. "We have to hurry." Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as it breezed through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian, up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. Wrong use of two. The first mate screamed as he fell towards the water, then splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then from the vat, something began to emerge, a head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's, but the shoulders and sleeves of his coat soaking wet. But as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair and hands and body of a woman, still in the first mate's clothes. Still, the first mate, she, spoke, in a soft and clear voice. Captain? The Amazonian queen said, She is one of us now. She is ours. Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, That's the love of my life, and you can't have her. 50-1. We'll just take that. That's an interesting change to the story. And the last one is up here. Also, when I told you earlier that you want to keep the lights on, first of all, is so that this note over here will insult you and you'll feel bad about it. Second is so, specifically when you go down that passage down there and get into the library, I've made that mistake before where I turned off all the lights and I could not see for the life of me. I had to navigate around in complete dark in that room. And through Terrence's office. This is the wrong room. No, it's here. Right here. So here's the Ouija board that they mentioned. Let's toss that over there. One. Hello? Hello. Who are you? Oscar. What do you want? To come back. And this. Completed combination of Sam's locker added to backpack. Well, looky there. One of the few puzzles in this game. To open, turn right 3 times, stop at first numbered. Turn left once. Turn left. Okay, Okay, just saying if you want to... Maybe she had trouble remembering. I mean, I still have my lock combinations, even though I don't lock anything in my house. But, with, like, padlocks. But, like, I guess she would be worried she'd forget it and her stuff would be locked in there. But still, like, it was smart to tear it up and hide it in places her parents might not know about. But even having it around is evidence that people like me could do that. Also, I just realized that the pirate thing with her stories is why she has the Jolly Roger there. But anyway... Hold on, let me look at that again. 0501. The good news is you don't have to worry about left and right because it's the exact same as before. You just type in the numbers manually here. Rude. Oh. Oh.
Lonnie came over today. Everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.